Then we go home next week. This is our conference. Come on, this is our year. Call on me, call on 3, 1, 2, 3. We need some of the best defense for the next 10 minutes. Everybody got to play defense. Everybody got to put effort into this. If y'all want to walk out on that bus with the same score as this, or even more, if y'all want to be number one in the conference, you got to play some of the best defense I got for this.
We're back with episode 2 of the Yellow Jacket Cast, and we have our new special guest, Jonathan Gakeri. So today we're going to be talking about soccer and the game they just won. Soccer team's been doing pretty good, and we wanted to ask him a few questions today about it. So what's most important to you as a soccer player?
Just coming together playing team soccer, really, because you can't win, you can't have no success if you're playing for yourself instead of playing as a team, playing as one. So that's why I emphasize that, because I'm the defensive captain. I'm also the captain of the whole team. So it's just like I got to make sure I keep them together even at practice or in the hallways at schools and stuff like that, because if we don't have that bond, that chemistry, like on field and outside of the field, like then we're just not going to come together when it matters. Like when the spotlight, the stadium lights hit, crowd going, chirping, all that, like, and it comes together. When you're together, it don't matter. All that is out the window for us. So it's just like that's what I emphasize the most.
And how do your personal goals positively influence the team?
I make sure I choose goals when it comes to soccer or any sports, really. Like I just make sure I choose goals that can benefit me, but also benefits the team. Mm-hmm. So it's just like one of my goals is to become the best defender in the 1A conference again, because I was last year. Okay. And in order for me to do that, I got to play team defense. I got to make sure everybody's involved, even the people that's not really playing for real. Like, they're just there just in case if something happens. I got to make sure they're involved, they're up to speed, they see the game in the perspective of how I see it. So that's why I make sure I choose goals that are team-based, but are also individual-based as well.
So whatever's most important to you about the team, what's the most important thing to you about the team?
Really defense, because in anything, defense starts everything. Like that one defensive possession you get, and you feeling yourself, and that makes you want to do more. That makes everybody lit. Everybody want to come together and stuff like that and actually play serious now. So that's how I see it when it comes to defense. Like all it takes is one good defensive stop, and then the whole team morality shoots up. Adrenaline, all that like comes together, and then like everybody just want to win. That makes you want to win more and stuff like that. So that's how I see it. Like,
so in that moment, what is your mindset as you being the captain? You have a little bit more on your plate. So what is your thoughts and your mindset going into this game in overtime, down how you were? How did you, get through that?
Well, as soon as they scored the second goal, and with the time like coming down, like first thing I said was nobody better put their heads down, because the game isn't over until that final whistle hit. So I'm like, y'all don't put your heads down, none of that. And then they was listening, and then we didn't play desperate. Most teams play desperately when they're down. We still played our soccer, and that's when we put one in the net. We scored, and then their energy shifted, and we feeded off their energy because they was scared. They was on the back foot when they was on the front foot the whole game. Like, and then once we realized that, the crowd silent, the coaching silent, all that, that's when we know we had them. Even though we was still down in the game with 4 minutes left, like that's when we was like, all right, let's keep it going. We scored another one, went to overtime, and that was their specialty. All the games they won them in overtime. Yeah. So it was like, we can't let them think that this is gonna be another game.
Right.
So it's just like, we made sure we got one early, beginning of the game, beginning of overtime, and then that's when everything matters when it comes to defense, because it takes one. All it takes is one shot, one bad pass, one bad touch, all that, and then we shot ourselves in the foot, everything, and then now we sitting here got to scratch and claw even more to come back in the game, all because of a little mental mistake.
Yeah.
So that's why I had to make sure like we still together, we still fighting all that, and make sure nobody put their heads down even. Like, and then even our coach, like our coaches, like one of our coaches, our head coach had gotten sent out the game and stuff like that. So we was making sure like we was reflecting what he's been installing into us like
Right,
the whole
yeah.
summer at every practice, everything. So that's why it's just like we had to show them why we're the best. Like, I don't want to toot my own horn or nothing, but we're the best team in the conference. So,
Yes, sir.
and then that goes from coaches, that goes from players, that goes from even people that's just supporting us, like the fans and stuff like that. Because, like, without them, without the hours that everybody puts in, without the thoughts, without the arguments, without even like getting into it, without that, then there's no team really.
Right. Yeah.
Because you gotta have good and you gotta have bad moments,
Yeah.
just to make sure you a team. So
Exactly.
like that's really what it was for real.
So that's all that we got today for you. So guys, stay tuned for the next episode, and we'll see you guys later. Carver Nation, if you or someone you know have a small business you'd like to promote or interested in donating to the Carver Athletic Department, feel free to reach out to us on Instagram at Yellow Jacket Cast or support our YouTube channel, Yellow Jacket Cast. Well, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next episode.